Hi friends, hearty welcome to my YouTube channel, A Way to Good English. Today I would like to tell you about the use of should, a modal auxiliary. Should is a very common modal auxiliary used in our day-to-day life. It is the past form of shall. Shall, should, that's all. Should has many uses in language. Let us look at the different uses of should. Since it is the past form of shall, it is used in reported speech as the past form of shall. Let's look at an example. He said, the assassin shall be sentenced to death. He said, then inverted comma, the assassin shall be sentenced to death. Let's see the reported form or the indirect form of this sentence. He said that the assassin should be sentenced to death. Clear? The assassin should be sentenced to death. So that shall in direct speech becomes should in indirect speech or reported speech. So should is used in indirect speech. You can say like that. One of the uses. Now let's look at the second use of should. Okay. It is used to show duty, moral obligation, and also desired action or desirable action. Desirable action. Let's take duty. We should obey the rules of the country because we are the citizens of this country, so we have the responsibility to obey. It is our duty. We should obey the rules of the country. Clear? Let's look at another example for moral obligation. Moral obligation is a responsibility which has some link with our conscience. Okay, you should look after your parents. You should look after your parents. That is a moral obligation. Okay, should look after your parents. For desired or the desirable action, you should be kind to animals. You should be kind to animals. It's not compulsory. It is only a desirable action. It is expected only from you. Okay, you should be kind to the poor. You should be kind to the poor. So like this we can frame sentences. So should as a modal auxiliary, here we see three uses. One, duty. Another, moral obligation. Another, desirable action. Okay. Now let's move on to another thing. Giving and asking advice. Okay, we can use should to give advice and also to ask advice. I say advice, A-D-V-I-C-E, advice. A-D-V-I-C-E, advice. It is noun form. It does not have a plural. You cannot say advices. That's wrong. A-D-V-I-C-E is noun and A-D-V-I-S-E is verb. Okay. Since it is an uncountable noun, A-D-V-I-C-E is an uncountable noun which you cannot count, you cannot make plural form. You cannot use a or an, or that means the indefinite article before advice. You cannot say he gave me an advice. That's wrong. He gave me advices. Wrong. You have to say he gave me some advice or he gave me a piece of advice. That's right. He gave me a piece of advice. He gave me some advice. Don't say advices. Clear? So that's a very important thing. Many people make mistakes though. Okay, so let's see how we can ask for advice here. Suppose a youth or a young man wants to join the army. He wants some advice. He says, should I join the army? Should I join the army? Clear? Should I join the army? That is asking advice. Then the reply, you should ask your parents. You should ask your parents. You should ask your parents means, it is giving advice. Okay, you should go to the principal. You should go to the principal. Or you should consult a doctor. Giving advice. You should consult a doctor. You get it? Like this, you can give advice, you can ask advice. So that is one of the uses of should. Now, for information, should is equal to ought. We can use it interchangeably. Okay, you can use it either ought or should, no matter. Should is not that much forceful as must or have to. Clear? That means should is less forceful than must and have to. You must study and you have to study, or you should study. You should study is weak. Weaker than must and have to. Clear? Even in must and have to, we have difference. Must shows inner desire. I must study means, I have a desire to study. I have to study means I am forced to study by my parents, by my teachers, etc. So that's the difference. I have to go, I must go, like that. I must go means I feel I have to go. The other one, I have to go means because of the pressure I have to go. Understood the difference? So like this, have to and must are different. Have to, must to can be used almost equally. Okay, they have a sense. But should is a little weaker. Should and ought you can use almost same in the same sense. You ought to, okay, or you have, or you should. Now let's move on to another usage. Okay, you see, should is the word, the modal auxiliary, or we can say only auxiliary that follows lest. Usage is the lest. Okay, lest is a word. You see, it's a style of usage. Okay, walk fast, lest you should miss the bus. Walk fast, lest you should miss the bus. Okay, lest you should miss. You can say lest you miss the bus, no problem. But you can use should though. Should can be used. In many competitive examinations, you can use this grammar. There will be question like that. The only auxiliary verb. You see, it may be given in bracket, should, would, could, or something like that. You can use only should after lest. You cannot use any other. Lest, lest. Okay, work hard, lest you should fail. Work hard, lest you should fail. It means otherwise you fail. Okay, lest you should fail. You should fail. Got the structure? So that is another use of should. Okay, it also shows probability. This should shows probability. For example, let's take our car should be repaired by now. Our car should be repaired by now. It's a probability, a 50% possibility, probability. Okay, our car should be repaired by now. You expect like that. Car should be repaired by now. Okay, another usage. Let's see another use. Okay, should can be used in the conditional sentences. It's a wide area. Three types of conditional clauses are the first condition, second condition, and third condition. So we use it in second condition, and that too in the main clause. We have main clause and subordinate clause. That I'll teach you in detail when I take conditional clauses or conditional sentences. Okay. Example: if I were you, I should accept the past. If I were you, I should accept the past. One example: if I were you, that is conditional clause. If is a conditional word. If I were you, I should accept the past. Clear? Like that. You can use should. Another use of should with like to show polite expression. For example, I should like to congratulate the winners for their achievements. I should like to congratulate the winners for their achievements. Clear? For their achievements. Like that you can say, I should like to. Another use is I would like to. Very common. This is I should like to. Okay. It is polite expression. It's a polite expression, especially maybe in a formal function or something like that. You can use that style. Okay. Then we can also use it in conditions. In condition means not in the condition clauses. There is a condition. It is a kind of informal condition. I'll say it shows a possibility and supposition. Possibility and supposition. For example, if he should come, ask him to wait. An example: if he should come, ask him to wait. It is less likelihood. Ask him to wait. I am using if he should come. Okay, should is used in the conditional part. If he should come, ask him to wait. Ask him to wait. Do you get it? So it is less likely. That means there is no chance for him to come. If at all he comes, ask him to wait. That's a sense. If he should come, ask him to wait. Do you understand? So the less possibility or the less likelihood, like a possibility, less possibility, then we use should in this sense. Clear? These are the different uses of should. So try to understand the different uses of should. Try to practice it. The major uses actually are to give advice, ask advice. Main thing that you have to study. And another, to express duty, moral obligation. Express duty and moral obligation. That's enough. Desirable action is okay. Okay. Then conditional clauses, conditional sentences also. These are the main uses of should. The other things, when you go in advance, or when you go a little farther, you have to study this. Okay, that's all. Try to practice it. Thank you. Thank you very much.